I am Sami Abasad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be going over the market, and I'll give you my game plan for this week. We'll also be going over some amazing swing ideas, so make sure to stick around till the end. Before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description. Also, if you find benefit in today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. But without further ado, let's get started. Again, we're going to go over the market first, and then we'll go over the swing ideas that I have for you here. The IWM, I'll start off by talking about the IWM. The IWM has had a nice big drop, very bearish pullback, but right to the 200 MA, right to support on the daily chart. If you look at the weekly, good spot to get into the IWM long. If we look at the Qs and the SPY, I mean, decent weekly on the Qs, the NASDAQ, the SPY, the S&P 500, decent weekly chart, but the daily is a little bit concerning. We had a very bearish rollover. Okay, it wasn't a normal pullback. Here's what a normal pullback looks like. You get a pullback to the rising 20 and then price goes up. Normal pullback, right? Normal pullback, normal pullback. That's not normal at all, meaning that's bearish. So I don't think we're going back up to the highs, maybe the whole year. I think we might have even seen the high for the whole year. Like, I think it's going to take a long time before we take out the highs. So I am not sure this is the bottom on the SPY and the Qs, but I like where the IWM is at, and therefore on Friday, Thursday 33%, and on Friday I went in with 33% more in the IWM. Because I like in my 401k. I told you 2 weeks ago that I went flat. I went to totally cash in my 401k, and that was the right call, the right move. But now I'm not too sure, that we've bottomed, because the Qs and the SPY don't look too good, but the IWM looks good. So I went back into the IWM partially. So we'll see how that pans out. But we want to just, at the very least, take out Friday's high. Okay. Ideally, to tell you the truth, we want to see a sell setup over here. A sell setup means a pivot. We want to see the market come in a little bit, maybe Friday, and then Monday, not Friday. We want to see the market come in, and either the same day or the next day, we want to see it go right back up after coming in initially. So that would end that downtrend on the hourly chart. Okay, that would create a pivot, and then the failure, the break of the pivot would signal the start of the move back up. So that's what I would be looking for, but we'll see how it plays out. In terms of the ideas that I got here, so there's a lot of companies, a lot of stocks that have sold off really hard with a very tight reversal bar, like the DAL, at the rising 20 on the weekly, almost. Very, very aggressive play, but if it works, it'll be a really nice reward to risk trade, high reward to risk trade. Over 41.63 by 41.10. Same with Tesla. Over Friday's high, stop under Friday's low. Tesla would have been better if it got to 200. That would have been a lot better. But, again, over Friday's high, stop under Friday's low is an idea on Tesla and DAL. EVLV, beautiful, beautiful gap. Good spot on the daily chart, but just a deep pullback. When you have a breakout and an igniting move up, you don't want to retrace 100% like this. So it retraced 85% maybe. So it's a little bit deep. But over Friday's high, stop under Friday's low, just an idea. FSLY has a nice rounding bottom on the hourly chart. So I like it over the base, stop under it as a long on the FSLY. Really like the monthly chart on FSLY. Let me show you the monthly chart real quick. You see it? So it dropped from 135 to $8, and it's trying to bottom. So I like it. Most of these attempts to bottom end up failing most of the time. But the ones that work, they take you to the promised land. They make a lot of money. So that's the FSLY. The INOD, I'm going to skip the HRB for now. The INOD looks very similar on the hourly chart as the FSLY. Looks actually a little bit better. Doesn't look as good on the larger time frames, but it looks better on the smaller time frames than the FSLY. Long over Friday's high, stop under about 1350, so it's about $1.10 the stop. Back to the HRB, had an igniting bar on Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday were small narrow range bars. Now it created a base on the hourly chart, over the base, stop under it, okay, as a swing long on the HRB. JD and the yen and the CWEB, these are the China ETFs, CWEB. They all have dropped a lot into support and are giving us a reversal bar. So long over Friday's high, similar to the the Tesla and the DAL idea. In this case, it's at major support, not at moving average support. So this is at major support over 33.30 by 32.68 on the JD. The same with the yen, over Friday's high, stop under Friday's low. Same with the CWEB, okay? Low odds trades, for sure low odds. But if they work, they'll have really high reward to risk, okay? LPRO triggered on Thursday, but it didn't go anywhere. So I like it as a breakout over the base, stop under it, okay? Target the 20 MA on the daily chart, on the LPRO. NCMI, if you look at the daily chart, you say, oh, what's going on? Zoom out and you'll see what I mean. It's setting up for a long-term breakout over 420. Like it a lot, over 420. Stop right here. Tight stop. Look at the weekly chart also. Maybe shows the picture better. Look at the weekly chart. Transition A breakout setting up. So I like it, but it needs to clear 420. Needs to clear 420 first. ORGN, it needs to clear $1.50. So over $1.50, stop under $1.25, target 185 for target 1, target 2, the declining 20, that blue line on the daily chart. Oil stocks are setting up long. Look at the USO. USO's got a daily buy setup. Looks really nice. Monthly looks good too. Monthly buy setup too. Of the oil stocks that I like, Oxy might be my number one, simply because of the hourly chart. I really like this pattern over the base. Stop down here. It's a big stop. It needs to clear though. It needs to trigger, which is 64. So it needs to take out 64. It looks like 64.30. Needs to take out 64.30. Stop goes under 62.40. So 64.30 by 62.40, almost $2 stop. But I like it long term. So I like the Oxy a lot. In the video description, I dropped my complete watch list, not just these symbols, but a lot more. If you want to check it out or save it for the rest of the week. So there's got to be a couple of other oil stocks on the list, but Oxy is my favorite. The relay is a breakout, but it's a little bit sloppy. Over this bar's high, which is I think 23.60, stop under 22. Looks good on the weekly and the monthly. The relay. Tesla we talked about. Over this bar's high, stop under it. And we talked about the yen and the CWEB. Let's take a look at the short list here, the bearish list. We got CLVT, beautiful base. So under $7, stop over 743 or over 727, up to you. The tighter stop always yields or gives you the better R to R, reward to risk. The wider stop is the safer stop. You don't get shaken out as easily. So it makes the trade a higher odds trade, but lower reward to risk. So those are the the give and take, the variables, okay, or the pros and cons. The tight stop makes you more money when it works, but it's lower odds of it has lower odds of working. And the COMM is similar, not as good. Under the base, stop above it, short. CVS is a 1, 2, 3, so short under 66.50 by 67.75. Okay, it's not great. I would have liked it more if the Friday's bar, the doji bar, was at the bottom, not in the middle of the bar, but it looks okay. Similar to the CLVT. So short under the base, under $20, with a stop over 20.80 and target one, at least target one, 18.85. LUMN looks like it's going bankrupt. I mean, LUMN looks definitely lower long term. Look at the daily, here's the weekly. Wow, this thing is like, it looks like a disaster is about to happen, unfortunately. Looks lower under $1.60, So I like it under $1.60 with a tight stop over $1.77 or a wider stop over 202. Up to you. We just talked about the wider stop, the tighter stop, what the pros and the cons are. LUV is got a 1-2-3 short. So the global airlines or the major airlines like United, like Delta, they look higher. The regional like LUV, like JetBlue, they look like, wow, they're super, super bearish. LUV has a 1-2-3 pattern short under 31.90, stop over 32.37. And last symbol I got is the OPRX, which triggered on Friday, but I wasn't aware of it or I didn't take it, whatever. Short should have been under 860.70. It's not too late, under 860 now with a stop over 922. Okay, and that's my list and I'm sticking to it. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around till the end. Again, if you found benefit in today's video, check the links in the description. If you'd like to learn more about my services, be sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck with your trading next week. I'm Sami Absad with T3 Live. I will catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.